Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the ACE Services from Delaware State University. We are excited because we have one of Delaware's finest that's going to be presenting today. Now, you may have said you want to be a realtor. You may have said that you wanted to get into the game of real estate, but do you know exactly what that looks like? So today we have Miss Colleen Hope, who's from Hope Realty, and she is going to share what it's like to be a realtor, what it takes to get into real estate, because it's more than just selling houses. It's more than just putting things on the market and hoping that people buy. And also, it's more than just selling a house and saying, wow, I'm rich today. Colleen has an amazing, amazing array of services, even if you would like to become a realtor yourself. And she is licensed in Delaware to host the actual classes, the coursework, which is huge, huge, huge. She is going to preempt a little bit about what it takes, what her company does, how they do it, and most of all, what you have to look forward to when she hosts her classes coming up in September. So I am moving out the way so she could get on right now. Miss Hope, are you there?
I am here. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, I felt kind of famous there for a minute. Like, I wish I could get somebody to do that for me every day. Like, I'm walking into the office, like, you know, red carpet thrown out, but okay, that is not what real estate is all about. Definitely, I am just so excited to be able to talk to you guys today about coming and possibilities of coming into real estate. It has changed my life. It has allowed me to help people beyond measure, anything that I could have ever imagined. Just a little backdrop of where I come from. I was a licensed full-time cosmetologist for over 20-something years. I wanted another level of revenue of income that would come in that would allow me to expand and do other things. And so real estate, like, wow, out of nowhere, like, how can that be possible? How long is it going to take? How much money will I make? How long will it take for me to make money? How long will I have to go to school? All of those questions that are probably in you guys' mind right now. I am not in cosmetology full-time anymore. I have been into real estate full-time. I was a single mother at the time. I was not married. I had a limited amount of income and would have never thought that real estate would take me to this level of enjoying working with people. Now, we have our things of what we go through with people in different situations and circumstances, but the ultimate goal of being able to slide their keys to them, people being able to purchase their first home, people never purchasing a home in their family before. I can't even explain the emotional part of that I went through, of the excitement of knowing that I made that happen. I was a part of that. So just to jump in and give you a little bit about real estate and how exciting of a career it has been, the flexibility that you have getting into real estate. And if you are single, even if you're married, even if you're working a part-time job or a full-time job right now, a lot of people are usually concerned about going into it thinking, like, I can't just stop working and go into real estate, because when will I go under contract? When will I get paid? And how much will I get paid? And will somebody train me? Will I have a mentor? All of those questions I'm here to help you with today. And hopefully we have a place where you are able to answer questions. So I want to say, just from the very beginning, I've been in real estate with a combined experience of about 22 years. I'm licensed in 3 different states: Delaware, Maryland, and the state of Georgia. And so coming to my real estate school, I thought was very important for me to get, to have a real estate school, because I understood that you're told certain things through a real estate school, but really not told the truth about a lot of different things of what you're going to become and what you're going to experience. So I felt the need to be able to reach out to those who I knew in the community that wanted a life-changing experience and a career. I have in my own real estate school, which is the Hope Realty Institute of Delaware, which we have a campus in Lewis, Delaware, which is in Sussex County, and a satellite campus, which is in Dover, as well as Dell State. So Dell State is going to be able to have the classes there, as well as be able to test you for your real estate license right in the classroom. How better can that get? Like one place, a one-stop shop for everything. So needless to say, going into real estate, to take the class is usually about 6 to 8 weeks, no longer than that. It's usually 6 weeks that you take the class. You're going to go through the class and you're going to have 3 parts of it, which is the law portion, the sales portion, and the math portion. All 3 of those portions through those instructors, you have to pass that particular class. And then after that, you're going to take the state and national tests, which is not anything at all, because you're going to, get all the information that you need in those classes. You're going to ask those questions. It's going to be hands-on, and you should have everything you need to be able to take the exam. From there, you go into, after you pass the state and national exam, and I know we're on a time period, so I'm going to cut and paste the majority and then leave room for questions for people. You're going to be becoming a real estate agent after that. And from there, you want to get with a brokerage. And so anybody who operates as a salesperson in any state has to be under a broker. And that's what I am. I'm a broker. So you come under that person, and hopefully that particular broker or brokerage that you pick, they train you on what you need to do to make money, and show you how to do the business, okay? And then from there, you just really make money. It's really about building relationships. That brokerage should teach you about what it's going to take to build up your business, because quote unquote, you're going to be considered as an independent contractor. So it's pretty much your own business. You're just working under the tutelage of that particular brokerage, okay? So I'll stop right there and then I'll pick back up. Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay, so, all right, no questions. So from there, you're going to get equipped, hopefully, to be able to run your business, show you how to make money, show you how to overcome objections with clients. You're going to work hand in hand with attorneys. You're going to work hand in hand with mortgage reps. You're working hand in hand with these people all day, inspectors. You're going to be able to know how to contact the different courts. Levy court is one of the biggest ones, to be able to help the person or that particular seller about where they need to call and what information they need to get if they want to place their property on the market. For buyers, you want to know and be able to have a buyer's consultation with them and help them to know that this is going to be the one and only biggest purchase that they'll make in their lifetime. So for them, it's very emotional. So you kind of want to consult with them, sit down with them, and help them to understand the process. But before you can help anybody understand the process, you need to understand the process yourself. Hopefully that brokerage or that broker is going to be a part of helping you understand that part, so that it kind of builds your confidence. I think that's the one thing that I see with a lot of people who go in real estate. They don't really have the confidence to know that they can make a lot of money in real estate, but you can. You can start from, if you're trained properly under the right broker, if you're mentored the right way, you could potentially, I've trained agents to where within less than 8 months, and everybody's situation is different, they have come off of their full-time job and they have went into real estate full-time. So yes, it can be a lucrative career. You just have to be willing to put in the effort to be trained so that you can be effective actually and becoming a good real estate agent, but what we call realtor. What makes us a realtor is that we are held by a code of ethics from DAR and NAR and how we do business. So not just doing business loosely, but we're held to a certain code of ethics of how we treat our clients, how we disclose things to our clients, how we are mandated to be and hold information to be confidential about our clients. And so we're trained on that and you're able to get updates through those particular associations about how you handle business. So you're going to have also be a part of association. So you got 3 associations within Delaware. You have Sussex County, which is considered as Stewart. Okay, you have Kent County, which is considered as K-Car. Then you have a Newcastle association, which is McBoard. So all of that depends on where you live and where you're going to be doing business. When I first started doing business, the majority of my business was in K-Car, which is in Kent County. I still did Sussex County and Newcastle, but I knew mainly because I lived in Dover, I just picked K-Car. So that's all going to depend on where you are. You can be a part of all 3 of those associations. Do they cost? Yes. Okay. So let me take a sip of water for a second here. Okay. So I'm back. So yes, they do cost money to be a part of those associations, but there are benefits to those being a part of those associations that you're able to benefit from as a realtor. You also will be after you get your license, you will have to have credits, 21 credits that you'll have to have every 2 years for your biennial years of education that you'll have to get, that the broker should be reminding you on about getting those credits in order to keep your license. And those are classes just to kind of help keep you abreast with the new laws, different changes that are within our industry. Okay, so that's a part of what you'll have to do. And from there, it's just really just building that client base presence to be able to start helping people, getting business, and going through the transaction process. So I can tell you a little bit about my brokerage through the transaction process. I have everything pretty much set up virtually so that when you actually come into the business, you're able to do business for anywhere. You can say, well, okay, well, I work a full-time job right now. How am I going to make money after I get off of work? Well, once you show your clients their houses in the afternoon, as an example, everything is online through a system that's electronic that you can type up the offers, be able to electronically send it to them and have them electronically sign. You can always meet with them either in my satellite office, definitely if you're part of my brokerage, or whatever brokerage you're at, you just go to the office. If not, you can just meet the client anywhere. It's totally up to you and those clients and what they really are comfortable with. Other than that, that's pretty much how you're going to do business, and everything else will be just a training place where you'll come into your brokerage or get with your broker to be able to be trained on everything else that you're going to have questions about. Pretty much that's it. We do a lot of riding up and down the road. So you're going to put miles on your car. You want to definitely have a dependable car. Business cards, or I don't know, with everything going on with COVID nowadays, I usually have things that are electronically sent to my clients. But that's pretty much the gist of everything as far as real estate. Definitely a wonderful, like I said, career to go into, very flexible. You basically make your own schedule. So the client never knows what you're doing. If you work from 9 to 2 for right now, you can say, I'm not available until after 3 p.m. To be able to meet up with you. They don't know the difference. You have appointments, and you do have an appointment. You have an appointment to be at your job right now until you make some money to be able to get into real estate full time. So your career, it's very flexible. And really just having a profession, being very professional, knowing what you need to do the business, and pretty much that's it. So going back to the school, just to backtrack a little bit, the instructor's job is to teach you on the sales portion, the math portion, and the law portion, is to teach you about those particular portions, about what you're going to need. That is what the school is based on. It is to help you pass the test. I don't want anybody to think that they're going to go to real estate school and they're guaranteed to make $100,000 a year. If you find out where that is, let me know, okay? Because that is not reality. The school, any school you go to, it is equipped to help you pass the exam. Your broker or your brokerage is going to be the one that should be responsible about helping you make money and show you how to make money. If they don't, then you might want to find a broker or brokerage to go to that actually is excited about helping you make money and showing you how to make the money. But that is not what the school is for. Any school, it is just designed to give you information to show you how to pass the exam so that you can come and be a realtor and actually start going out into the towns or the cities to be able to know and learn how to make money and procure business, how to speak properly and what not to say and what to say, because everything you say is a liability. I'm sorry, did you guys say something? Did you? Okay. So it's a liability for your broker. So the broker should be teaching you how to carry yourself, how to talk, what things to say to clients. And if you have a question and you don't know the answer, never say you don't know the answer. Just say, you know what, let me get up with my broker and I'm going to get back with you about that. Because your broker is a person, what I am and what a broker is someone who has had the experience of several transactions, several scenarios, several situations they've been put in to be able to help you to say, you know what, I'm familiar with that. Not that we know every and anything, but we have been through enough transactions to be able to tell you how to safely get through a transaction and what you should say to that particular client. And that's what your broker is for. So you're under that broker. So that is really in a nutshell, what the school is designed to. It's going to help give you fundamentals, tools, and information about how to pass the exam. Once you pass the exam, then everything else is going to be on the brokerage. It's going to be on the broker. So you as a salesperson, there is a difference in being a salesperson versus a broker. A salesperson is somebody who's working under the broker that really follows that particular protocol within that brokerage about how they do business. And you follow that until you learn how to tweak it to make it fit for your personality, because everybody's personality is different. So I think, pretty much, I think I've been talking for almost about 30 minutes. Ace, do you have any questions? Has anybody came back about anything they have?
Yes, actually, we have a couple of questions right now. Let me turn this down on my end. We have a couple of questions on my end. The first question that was asked, if you are a single parent, do you believe that this is a profession for you as it relates to babysitting? I understand that you can set your own hours, but I just wanted to know, as far as money and time, would you suggest and or recommend?
I would definitely suggest firsthand, and I would recommend. I was a single mother when I got into this business of 5 children. And I don't know, this is just my personal opinion, how somebody made it. They worked a full-time job, because you always got the school calling, you always got the daycare provider, you got the daycare providers calling, so you really don't. I had to go and pick my daughter up when she, got sick. I couldn't say, well, you know what, I'm working. I don't get on till 5. Y'all don't have to keep her till 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. But I had that choice. I had to come and pick her up. And I just saw over time working a full-time job years ago, before I got into cosmetology, I worked at PNC Bank as a proofing clerk. And she told me that if I had to go pick my child up, she said, you can keep on walking. And I was like, how in the world am I going to make it? So for a single mother, it was the best thing for me to do when I got into real estate, because I determined my own schedule. Okay. As far as babysitting, I still had, I think the part of her question was babysitting, she said. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for babysitting, I was able to save money as a single mother by staying home, because everything that I did was computer-based. So if I had to go out, I had daycare in place to where, well, really, when I got into it full-time, that's how I started out. I was able to keep my children at home, or they were in school. Mm-hmm. After I had somebody on call that I actually paid if I had to go out and show a house. But when I got really busy and procured a lot of business, I actually put my children that were not school age in daycare, okay, during the day, where I was able to concentrate and treat my business treat my business as a real estate, or my job as a real estate agent as a. So I would definitely recommend it. I wouldn't have asked for a better business being in real estate and being able to do deals and say, you know what, they're in school till 4. I'm going to do everything I can do in real estate before they get out of school. And then after that, everything else I'm scheduling back on my schedule when they get on the school bus.
Got it.
I hope that answers that question.
I think so. I think so. The next question is from Marsha. Marsha asked, is it true that you have to pay a lot of fees? I was looking into real estate about 4 years ago, and a RE/MAX agent asked me to join her. I was told that a lot of agencies like this charge you for everything down to the paperclip. How do I circumvent that? And should I try this on my own first?
Okay, so how you circumvent that? That's a very good question. Is there's a difference? I'm an independent broker. I have an independent brokerage. So when you're dealing with somebody like the company you mentioned, the RE/MAX, it's a franchise. They're bound by a whole mess of fees and they're bound by a whole mess of numbers. So that's the difference. When I was a part of the companies I was a part of, I was paying like close to $30,000 a year in fees.
Whoa.
And what they took from me. What is the difference about me opening up my own brokerage that as an independent brokerage, I can determine and bring those fees down substantially. And so you have to be able to look at interviewing with big brokerages, franchises, and or the smaller brokerages like myself as an independent broker that have no franchise fee over top of me, that has no, Kalina, you need to have 100 agents by the end of August, to where I'm just causing anybody to join. I'm not bound by any of that. I control everything within, and a lot of people, believe it or not, like being with a lot of smaller brokerages because they don't have all of that rigmarole and all of these deadlines they have to meet. You got to pay for every copy that you make. You don't have to deal with any of that. So that you might want to think about interviewing with big, when you interview with some of the bigger companies, you need to interview with a couple of independent brokerages that are smaller, and that'll help you circumvent or not have to pay as many fees that you're concerned about.
Okay, we have 2 more questions before we end, because I want to make sure everybody knows when you are going to have these workshops that they can attend and get the real meat and potatoes of it. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this, this introduction to what Ms. Colleen is going to be offering to you. All right, because at the end of the day, right now, we have seen that our traditional jobs are not cutting it. And if you could be an entrepreneur, because real estate is entrepreneurship, you may be able to partner with Ms. Colleen and Hope Realty and see how that can, really, really enforce and enhance your endeavors. Someone asked, how old do you have to be a realtor and or start the process? I graduated from high school at 16. I got skipped and started early. I do not want to work for someone or a traditional job, and real estate sounds like the ticket for me. How do I get into it as a graduating senior next year at the age of 16? This is from Mika.
Yes, Mika, that's an awesome thing to get in it while you're young. You just have to have have graduated high school. Usually it's 18, but if you graduate earlier, you still have your diploma. That is what you have to have you definitely have to have a high school diploma in order to get into real estate. Some careers you don't, like in cosmetology and barbering, you don't have to. But yes, to be a real estate agent, it's usually 18 and you usually have to have a high school diploma. So if you graduate earlier, that's a good question, but you definitely have to have the high school diploma.
Okay. There was a few more questions, but the last one is, how do you get into commercial real estate? I see a lot of strip malls that are blank right now, and I want to be able to start selling those lots. Is it difficult to get into commercial real estate, or do I get my feet wet with residential?
No, it's definitely not difficult at all. Commercial, I have a lot of commercial properties on the market now. The deals take longer, but the payoff is way bigger. But no, not difficult at all. You can get your feet wet in the beginning at commercial. Again, that's going to go back to your broker and your brokerage and getting trained in that, if that's what you want to do in the commercial market. They say it's hard to tap in, but I don't believe that. You can sell anything. If a person comes to you and they have commercial property and want to sell it, you don't have to. You would always want to take a commercial class just to be, to educate yourself about commercial, but there's no extra license you have to be a commercial agent.
Got it. And okay, because someone said, please read this question. When are your next classes coming up? I'm definitely interested. Do I do it online because of COVID, or do you have live classes as well?
Yes, so right now I am distant learning. We have classes that we're going to be doing through Zoom. Right now, that's what we're trying to do. So you should potentially, everyone, be able to do it within your own home or your office or wherever you're at. September the 22nd, I am so excited. It's a real estate 3-day course on September the 22nd from 5 to 7, September the 25th from 5 to 7, and September the 26th from 10 to 12. Now, I would like to have some students, enough students to be able to have a class. I can't have a class and would not like to have a class with about 3 or 4 people. I can have one, but definitely coming up in September. In the worst case scenario, it's going to be all October, but September we are planning to have that 3-day course that's going to be the fundamentals about real estate. So that might be a good course that you guys might want to look to sign up for, and we should have more information that could go out to be able to help you get signed up for that.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. This is the information sessions by Delaware State University, Department of ACE, Adult Continuing Education. The fundamentals of real estate will be happening, as Ms. Colleen said, September 22nd, 25th, and 26th between the hours of 5 and 7. And on the 26th, it'll be 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., hosted by none other than Hope Realty. Make sure you register ASAP. Do not wait until the 22nd. Register today. All you have to do is go to www.ace.com, which is through the Delaware State University page, or just put down Delaware State University Adult Continuing Education, and you will get to the ACE page. Or you can go to www.rb.gy/0I1DYF, and you'll be able to register for this course. It is on the flyer, so it's not like you won't be able to see this information again. It is on the flyer. Register today. Find out how you can be a realtor and change your life through real estate. So, Mrs. Hope, thank you so much for taking your time out today and giving us this tidbit and this amazing information for us to change and enhance our lives. How can they get in contact with you?
So if you have any questions, my office number is area code 302-645-9800. Call the office. You can, if I'm not here, press 1. Just listen for the name Kalina. It'll get to me. If I don't answer, I have it set up on an auto attendant if I'm running in and out of the office and my assistant is not here. But I will get a text and an email stating to call you back. Or you can email me. That's always better, because if you're working full time, because you're not in real estate, then email might be the best way. So it's info, INFO for info, at HOPE, which is HOPE, the numerical number 4, housing, HOUSING.com. That is an email address. You can email me for all your questions that did not get answered today. I would love to be able to answer your questions and help you to make a decision in this wonderful, I absolutely love real estate. And I would say, if you are working, don't let that stop you. You want this in the back of your pocket in case you're not working, you lose your job stops. We were essential workers during the pandemic, so please keep that in mind. Real estate is the way to go. I'm so excited, and I look forward to hearing from you guys soon.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us this amazing Tuesday, August 18th. And don't forget to RSVP immediately so you too can learn what you need in order for you to become a realtor. Everyone have a dynamic day and take care for now. Bye-bye.
Awesome.
Thank you. Hold on, let me stop this really quick.